This is the Daily QSO. I'm your host, Carl, Kilo 4, Romeo Lima X-Ray, and today's episode is sponsored by Sharktooth Aerials and Radios. And here is your amateur radio headline news. The number of amateur radio stations in Japan continues to decline according to new figures released by Japan's Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications. Statistics for the first quarter of 2026 show the country is losing more than 1,000 amateur stations every month, continuing a trend that has persisted for several years. The decline is significant when viewed over the long term. In January 2016, Japan had approximately 436,000 licensed amateur radio stations. By January 2026, that number had fallen to approximately 332,000, a loss of more than 100,000 stations over the past decade. While Japanese authorities did not provide a specific reason for the continued decrease, the trend mirrors broader demographic challenges facing the country. Japan's population has been steadily shrinking, losing approximately 3 million residents over the past 5 years as birth rates remain low and the population ages. The situation stands in contrast to the United States, where amateur radio licenses remains relatively strong. The U.S. currently has approximately 750,000 active amateur radio licensees, making it the largest amateur radio population in the world. Recent FCC data and amateur radio industry reports indicate that the number of licensed U.S. amateurs has generally continued to grow, reaching record highs in recent years rather than experiencing the sharp decline seen in Japan. Although both nations face an aging amateur radio demographic, the U.S. has benefited from steady licensing activity, emergency communication interests, and the continued popularity of amateur radio as both a technical hobby and a public service. Japan, once home to more than 1.3 million amateur radio stations at its peak in the mid-1990s, now faces the challenge of attracting younger operators to reverse its long-term downward trend. For more amateur radio videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Until next time, 73, and let's grow the ham community together.